Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back with a brand new What If. What if Deku was Red Hood? And obviously you can see by the thumbnail, it's the movie. First off, I want to say this will be it's going to be extremely different than my other What Ifs. I'm just going to preface that now. It's going to be different. And I hope you all enjoy the different aspects that I add to this What If. But yeah, if you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And it tells me that you're enjoying the What Ifs and you enjoy these type of What Ifs. This is my first DC crossover What If. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big nerd about DC, Marvel, all those superheroes. So if you want to see more of these type of What Ifs, let me know. But I won't waste any more of your time, and we'll get right into it. Let's get it. One day there was a boy that all he wanted was to become a hero, like his idol, All Might. And the day finally came where he can finally start his journey to becoming that hero. Not gonna happen, kid. Izuku Midoriya stands there at the age of 4 in complete shock. What do you mean, Doctor? He doesn't have a quirk? No, I truly am sorry, Miss Midoriya and Mr. Midoriya. They all begin to cry, seeing Izuku basically in a state of shock. They begin to drive home, and when they arrive, Midoriya begins to watch his favorite All Might video. His mom walks in, and he looks at her crying. Mom, do you think I can still become a hero? I'm sorry, Izuku. About a year went by, and Midoriya's father actually found something that may allow his son to become a hero, even if he is quirkless. Son, I have to talk to you about something, about this hero stuff. What is it, Dad? Well, do you truly want to be a hero? Yes, I really do. I do. I met somebody on my trip, and he owes me a favor. And he said he would love to train you to becoming a hero. What he didn't tell Izuku was this man was a vigilante. Not a bad guy by any means, but he was taking a trip to Japan when Midoriya's father helped him with this major case going on. I will let him know, but we will need to tell your mother, and just know that this will be the hardest training of your life. Izuku nods, and they tell Inko, and she seemingly is on board with the idea. They tell Midoriya that he will be taking a trip to America, where this person resides, and that he will stay there for as long as he needs to train. Midoriya agrees and tells them if he can, he will call as often, and hopefully he'll be able to visit as well. They get him packed, and he gets put on a plane to America. He arrives and is greeted by a man in a nice suit. Hello, Midoriya, right? Yes, that's me, sir. I am Bruce Wayne, but please just call me Bruce. And this is my butler, Alfred. After introductions were over, he brought Izuku to his home and showed him to his room, and then began his training in, well, Bruce has a mansion, so his own gym. The training involved various martial arts and extended conditioning. After about 6 months, Bruce told him that he would have to go somewhere for a couple hours, and when he left, Midoriya looked around for the kitchen that he hasn't been in very much because Alfred would just always bring him food. But he stumbled across a different room. He falls into the room, and it's an elevator? Well, what is this? He looks around and sees all these gadgets, a plane, a bat car, and various other things. He then stumbles across a suit. Is this a Robin suit? Does that mean... Yeah, kid. I am the Batman. Midoriya turns around in shock. And I want you to fill that suit as the new Robin. What do you say, kid? I'm in! Midoriya's training continues in the usage of many things, like gadgets, science, forensics, all types of martial arts, and even use of guns. When he turned about 10 years old, Bruce finally felt that it was time for basically him to take his first patrol of Gotham City. Time went on, and Midoriya, now known as Robin by the public, gained experiences like in fights with people like the Joker, Two-Face, Killer Croc, and many others. He was about 15 when Bruce told him the news. Midoriya, I think it's time. You really think? Like that I'm ready? Yes, I really do. Well, I guess it's time to go back to Japan then. As Midoriya is brought back on the bat plane, he arrives. He thanks Bruce for everything, and that now he's just so happy that he can finally be a hero, like him. No, kid, you can be better. He heads home to finally see his parents after years apart. He walks up to the house and the door is open, and the lock looks to be broken. He walks in to see his parents tied up in chairs, and a man comes out from the shadows. Little Robin, back home once again. Joker, what are you doing here? For you, of course. A man comes from behind Midoriya, knocking him out cold. He wakes up to see a bomb, and his parents dead. The bomb begins to count down from 2 minutes. Midoriya tries to struggle out of his house, while tears stream down his face. But the house blows up. Midoriya, as his life flashes before his eyes, he sees something that looks familiar. A woman with assassin-like clothing grabbing him and takes him to an unknown location. As Midoriya slowly dies, he remembers all the times that Bruce let the Joker live, and that now his parents are dead, and he will be soon as well. Batman, you idiot. Why? Midoriya then wakes up, bursting out of this pit of what seems to be like acid-like substance, jumping out, landing on the ground. He begins to pant and look around. What just happened? I was dead. I happened. A 16-year-old Talia al Ghul stands in front of him. What is this? How am I alive? It's the Lazarus pit. It's not quite time for you to die yet. What? Why would you save me? You have potential. You can be what Japan needs. Someone who knows right and wrong, but will punish those who do wrong. Someone who can deem killing as a suitable way of punishment if seen fit. But Midoriya's mind begins to play tricks on him, and he begins to freak out. She throws a towel on him, hugging him, telling him to relax and breathe. I want to know, what else is your motive with me? You are the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, right? Yes, I am, but I have no other motive with you. I've seen you fight alongside the Batman, and you're a true warrior, one that couldn't die right now. My parents, what about them? I'm sorry. But I couldn't save them. He begins to cry, remembering the times he was young, and all the times he was with his parents before he moved away to be trained with Bruce. The craziness from the Lazarus pit begins basically just to subside because of all these memories flushing back toward him. Now what? What are you gonna do, Miss Al Ghul? Please call me Talia. And I'm not sure. Anything I want. Might even stay in Japan for a while. She tells him that she has a place in Japan and that he can stay there with her until basically she gets called back by the League. He agrees, knowing that, he doesn't really have a choice in the first place. Where else is he gonna go? He eventually takes what little he has to the place, and he enters. And there's one room, one bath, and all these essentials. Talia comes out of the room telling him that if he needs anything, ask, and that money is really not a problem. He thanks her, and she tells him to put his stuff in the room. So he does so. So, where am I going to sleep? With me? What do you mean? He begins to blush heavily, but she seems serious about it. Why is your face all red? The next day, Midoriya then goes to grab his Robin suit, but realizes that it isn't there. Oh yeah, I changed your suit up. Can't be using a torn up Robin suit anymore. He looks to see a costume with a red mask, body armor on it, and dual-wield pistols. Wow, thanks, Talia. No problem. He puts on the suit and he begins to scout the city while on the phone. So you're saying I can't go to a hero school without showing proof of Guardian and that I passed the necessary classes? He hangs up and begins to shake his head. During his patrol, he sees something, a group of people and the city on fire? He runs over to see the heroes, seemingly not doing anything, as the sludge villain has a kid in his grasp. What are the pros doing? Midoriya jumps from the roof to roof, pulling out his dual pistol, shooting the villain in both of his eyes. Oh, what was that? Midoriya drops down, pulling out an item from his belt, sending shockwaves of sound directly toward the villain's eyes, making it let go of the kid. Midoriya grabs him and places him with the pro heroes. Midoriya then throws a pulse nade at the sludge villain, blasting it apart. He grapples back onto the building, standing above everyone, looking at who he saved. Kacchan? Midoriya then leaves and sees All Might arrive to the scene. Basically to the villain, the villain already being defeated. Later on the news, we just saw a brand new hero. It seems he or she defeated and saved a kid from the sludge villain downtown. But they left before we could actually catch their name. We will keep you all updated. Damn, Midoriya, impressive. Talia, please call me Izuku, and I guess so. Well, Izuku, you did good. Here's some upgrades that were sent to your suit and gadgets. Thanks, Talia, and smiles at her. He looks to see these new gauntlets and red batarangs. Wow, red batarangs, huh? Yeah, do you not like them? No, I do. He remembers how he felt when he died, thinking about how Bruce really let that guy live. He continued his patrols, and about 10 months passed, and he learns about the League of Villains, and he got actually tipped off on some things. That All Might will be teaching at UA, and that the League may be planning something very soon. Midoriya shows up at UA when reporters swarm the entrance, and he begins to set up some cameras. The gates then open once again. He thinks to himself, weird, someone shut down UA's defenses? He walks in, setting up some mechanical drones around the area that camouflage in major areas of the facility. Midoriya sees someone with white hair entering an office and comes out with a piece of paper. Interesting. Using a drone, he takes a snap of what the paper says. And he looks at his phone. A schedule. Why would he need that? Maybe a parent? No. He would already have one. Midoriya then leaves before all the pro heroes in UA can kick them out, and he heads back to the apartment. He arrives and Talia isn't there, but she left a note saying she had to head somewhere for some business and she would be back soon. He then looks at the picture of the schedule. Why would you want this thing? After some analysis, Midoriya realizes the USJ. They will be doing a rescue training there. This is when the League will attack, huh? He then takes out his untraceable phone and calls UA with his voice modifier. Hello, this is Principal Nezu. How may I help you? In a distorted voice, Midoriya begins to talk. Listen, you don't know me, but you have heard of me. People call me the Red Hood. What do you want? I want to help. I have a large suspicion that villains will attack UA when one of your classes goes to the USJ, called the League of Villains. I also have suspicion that they're after All Might. How do you know this? I just know, Mr. Principal. Now do what you wish with that information. Midoriya then hangs up the phone. Now let's see if they listen. Midoriya the next day then heads over to UA and is perched up over the area, basically on top of the USJ, watching through a hole. He sees a portal open and tons of villains exit. Then Midoriya waits for an opportunity. He sees various pro heroes there fighting and sees Shigaraki. There's the guy. Midoriya begins to set up his sniper. He's about to line up a shot until he hears All Might. Wait. I think I should wait. He watches All Might fight the Nomu and beat it as Shigaraki and the warp villain Kurogiri charge at him to finish him off. Midoriya takes a shot at the warp villain, hitting him right on the middle piece of armor, basically electrocuting him with a shock bullet, and then shooting the Shigaraki guy in the chest, avoiding vital arteries. Maybe they'll get important information out of them. Black portals then show up and drag both of the villains away. God damn it! I should have just took the kill shot. I'm becoming like the old man. Well, won't be making that mistake again. He leaves back to his apartment, takes off his gear, and takes a shower. He walks out with only a towel on, checking the drones he placed at UA. So All Might is weakened, huh? I wonder what happened to him. Some time went by and Midoriya continued his patrols, and one night he's approached by someone. What do you want? Red Hood, am I right? I would like to request your help. Why would I help you? Well, if you help me, I can give you information about the Joker. You are the former Robin, am I right? Okay, you have my attention. Please, come with me. Midoriya follows and enters the lair of the League of Villains. We need your help to find someone for our cause. We would love you to join, but I can tell that just isn't your style. Okay, who do you want? The hero killer, Stain. So you want me to basically bring him to you? Or what, you want a location where he'll be? Location is fine. We can do the rest. First, I need my information. Shigaraki hands over the information he has on the whereabouts of the Joker and how often he arrives in Japan. Midoriya throws him a phone. Take this. I will send you information using that. Destroy it after you've gotten what you needed. If you don't, you can be tracked by the police in 24 hours after the info is sent. Midoriya leaves and the League begins to talk. Kurogiri asks, how can they be sure that he won't go back on his end of the deal? But Shigaraki assures him that the Red Hood doesn't go back on his word, based on at least what he's heard from rumors. A couple days pass and Midoriya sends info that Stain will be attacking heroes in Hosu for the next basically couple of days. And Midoriya set a list of possible heroes he will attack. Midoriya then watches the UA Sports Festival just like when he was a kid, seeing his childhood friend win. But also he takes time basically to analyze all their quirks that they were shown. Impressive, Kachan. Impressive. A couple days pass and Midoriya looks to see when the hero killer will be striking. Okay, so he will strike then. Hello, Izuku. Oh, hi, Talia. Looks at her and she has just basically took a shower and is in a towel. What are you doing? Put some clothes on. What are you talking about? I just got out of the shower. Izuku, why is your face all red again? Midoriya leaves and heads over to Hosu to scout out what will occur. While waiting, he sees the hero killer eliminating multiple heroes, but the League still has not showed up. When will you show your freaking face, hand freak? What are you doing up here, Izuku? Talia, I'm scouting for someone, I told you. Kind of jump scared by her presence. Well, I have no mission, so let me help you out. He nods and they basically just wait. As night strikes, the city begins to erupt its screams. Multiple Nomus begin to attack, but they both just wait. In an alley not far by, a young man with engines in his legs begins to fight Stain. But it ends rather quickly. Shigaraki finally shows up and talks to Stain. Izuku, is that the hand freak? Yeah, it is. Why did you want to... As she says this, Midoriya pulls out a sniper and puts a bullet in Shigaraki's head. From a far building, Kurogiri can be seen retreating. That's what I needed to do. Come with me, Talia. If he fights, I may need your help. Midoriya and Talia drop down to where Stain is. Yo, Mr. Hero Killer, I have some questions. Why would I answer your questions from you, Red Hood? Me and you are very alike. You kill fake heroes, I kill villains that have selfish and unjust motives. I'll listen if you take off that. Before he really even finishes his sentence, he takes off his red mask. Happy now, Stain? You're just a kid. Not much older than him. Points at the corpse of Ida. Yeah, but I'm no hero. But I am no villain either. I just seek to kill those who have wronged society and myself. I'm listening, kid. Hurry up. Midoriya throws him information on the Joker and his whereabouts. You're pretty good at tracking people yourself. I need your help finding him. And if you get a chance, I want him dead. What's in it for me, kid? What hero is at the top of your list? Endeavor, the number 2 hero. I will end him for you if you just make sure this Joker dies. Or you give me direct info to kill him myself. You got a deal, kid. I'll be in touch. Midoriya and Talia leave after the chat with Stain. You really think you can trust him, Izuku? Not sure. Maybe. Some time passes and there comes a knock at their door. And there's a box. What is this? Midoriya opens it to see the head of the hero killer in the box. He turns the head over to see a bomb. He throws it toward the street and tackles Talia deeper into the house as the explosion goes off. God damn it! That stupid clown! What happened, Izuku? He gets off of her. We need to leave now. They leave and multiple helicopters surround them on a megaphone. You couldn't kill me that easy. Not that easy, kid. Joker comes out with a RPG shooting at them, but Midoriya and Talia dodge out of the way. Midoriya throws an EMP grenade, basically at the helicopters, making them crash. But Joker and some goons were able to actually get out before the crash. Both Talia and Midoriya kill all the goons and eventually get into a fight with the Joker. Midoriya points a gun at him, ready to fire. But something jumps from the roof, kicking him off of the Joker. He looks up to see Batman? What are you doing, you idiot? Red Hood, I've heard things about you, but I need my suspicions confirmed. Midoriya takes off his mask. Midoriya? I knew it had to be you, but I thought you died in the bombing. No, but my parents did. Because of him. So many lives lost because of him. Because of you, Batman. No, killing isn't the way. Once you go down that path, save it, old man. Doesn't matter anymore. He has to be the exception. Or when will being a villain ever be bad? Midoriya tries to shoot the Joker, but Batman blocks the bullet. Don't make me do this, Midoriya. Fine with me, old man. They begin their fight, but Talia joins in to fight Batman as well. Even with this 2 versus 1, they actually struggle against Batman. Midoriya eventually throws a batarang at him. He catches it, thinking it's just a normal batarang, making a flawed mistake in the heat of battle, being electrocuted. Batman, you don't get it. He killed my parents, almost killed me. How could you let him live? Midoriya walks over to the Joker and shoots him in both legs. What, Batman? Is that better? Should I cripple him for life? Is that enough? Better than death? What, Batman? Midoriya kicks the Joker over as the Joker continues to laugh. Midoriya shoots the Joker directly in the spine and then backs up with Talia. From a distance, he shoots the Batarang that is electrocuting Batman. Tell me, Batman, is that better or worse than death? Talia and Midoriya now throw smoke nades and disappear while Batman stands there in shock. Batman takes the Joker to a hospital to be transported back to America, and when they arrive, he throws him in jail. And he begins to think about what Midoriya said as he looks at the Joker, completely crippled, not being able to move. Talia and Midoriya found a new place to stay, with all the League of Assassins money. Izuku, are you okay? I'm fine. The Batman, he just doesn't understand that these villains don't stay down when you put them in jail. He looks at the ground and begins to cry. My parents, they died because of that monster. And then me as well? Or that's what he thought, but it still didn't mean nothing. She hugs him, and then some time passes as normal. Midoriya continues to go on his patrols, and was eventually approached by someone. Red Hood, correct? What do you want? Oh, well, I've heard so much about you, and I truly think you can be a great help to my organization. What, the League of Villains? No thanks. No. I'm no leader of some rowdy teenagers. I have a real operation. And what is that? I'm the leader of the Shiha Zaikai, and you can call me Overhaul. Okay, what do you want with me? I need a favor in the near future, but for now, I have a gift for you in exchange for services later. He hands over a briefcase. They are quark erasing bullets. Should make your job easier. And just think of it as an early payment. Overhaul leaves, and Midoriya feels uneasy about these bullets. He decides to do a deep analysis of the bullets and finds DNA. DNA of a little girl. He searches the database of everywhere in the world, but he can't actually find out who this is, and it seems like she doesn't even exist. He begins to research in top heroes who have connections with the Shiha Zaikai, in terms of basically hunting them down, and finds a person that fits that description. During his research, Talia comes out of the room. Look at the TV! Midoriya sees All Might fighting this dark presence with basically no face, and barely wins. Seeing him point at the screen in a weak form, saying, "It's your turn." So the symbol of peace is no more. That is something I thought I would never see. The next night, Midoriya paid his visit to a hero that he's been looking into. He enters one of the windows while the hero's on the computer. Red Hood, am I right? I thought you were going to show up, but not sure what. To kill me? In a distorted voice, Midoriya begins to talk. No, not that. You're one of the good heroes. No reason for bloodshed. But I do have this for you. Midoriya tosses Night Eye a bullet. What is this? A quark erasing bullet. Made from human DNA. I couldn't find out who it's from, but by the looks of it, looks like a child's DNA. Or more specifically, a child's blood. Night Eye in shock. Why'd you bring this to me? I know you have some investigation going on right now with the Shiha Zaikai. So, who better to bring it to? How do you know it's from them? Because Overhaul gave them to me. But that isn't my type of style at the end of the day. Night Eye begins to think about what this bullet could mean. Red Hood, thank you for this, but this doesn't mean you are exempt from what you do. Never wanted to be. But I also hate this Overhaul dude. If it's true he's experimenting on a child, if you don't deal with him, I will. In blood. Midoriya jumps out the window and is gone in an instant. For days and even weeks, Midoriya kept his eye on the Night Eye Agency, watching the hero's sidekicks basically patrol the streets every day. Till one day he sees a kid with Lemillion. With a kid with Lemillion on his costume, with another person he doesn't really recognize, but she somehow looks familiar. They come across an alley where a little girl falls and lands, hugging the female hero in training. Midoriya looks with his binoculars at what is happening and thinks to himself, what is that in the alley behind them? A man with a mask exits. Overhaul. Of course. Seemingly out of nowhere, the girl punches a gust of wind at Overhaul, blowing him backwards. What the hell is that girl? Midoriya watches from afar, the fight happening. Seeing the little girl still there, he secretly grabs her, and while they are fighting, and busts through Night Eye's office window. Might want to help your sidekicks, Night Eye. Night Eye looks at the little girl and comforts her, and tells someone to stay with her as he leaves. Midoriya stays perched away as the fight continues. I shouldn't get involved too soon. That may mean me dying. Night Eye shows up, helping the two fight Overhaul, seemingly gaining ground. Now seems like is the best time, as always. Midoriya drops down next to Overhaul. Oh, Red Hood, perfect. Help me disperse of these fake heroes. You got it, Overhaul. A gunshot can be heard from blocks away. Midoriya stands with a gun in hand and smoke coming out of it. The body of Overhaul drops to the ground. The three heroes stare at him in complete shock. You can call me what you want, but stick to Vigilante. The villain tag doesn't suit me very well. He grapples on the building, staring down at them. He throws a smoke bomb, and he disappears. He gets back to the apartment. Talia, I'm back. How'd it go, Izuku? Good. Same as usual, but I still have one thing to do. What is that? Pay the bat a visit. I'll be back soon. Okay, be safe, Izuku. Oh? Sounds like you're concerned. Of course I am. Can't have you dying on me before we get married. Midoriya then blushes heavily and walks out. I can never tell if she's dense or just playing a part sometimes. He smiles and just leaves. I can never really get a read on that girl. Midoriya takes a plane to Gotham and messages Bruce to meet him somewhere. They meet up and begin to talk. Midoriya, we really need to talk. Yeah, we do, Bruce. Has your mind changed? No, it hasn't. Not at all. I've been in this a lot longer than you have. Seen my own parents die in front of me, just like you, but I still don't kill. Thought you would say that, Bruce. Coming here was a waste of time. Midoriya goes to leave, but choppers and police cars surround the area, and he looks at Bruce. So, nice little setup, Batman. All this to get me? You can't go unchecked, Midoriya. Oh, like you, Batman? Luckily, I took precautions. Don't come looking for me. I will not hesitate to kill you. An EMP nade comes out of Midoriya's pocket, shutting down all the cars and helicopters. And all the helicopters come crashing down into the water near them. A jet comes flying by, picking him up. He enters the jet. Thanks, Talia. I appreciate the save. No problem, Izuku. Couldn't have you die on me like that, like I said. He rolls his eyes at her, And they both just smile at each other and they head back to Japan. And that is the end of this What If. I know it's a movie and I know it's a bit short. I feel like this is a good place to end. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. I really enjoyed making this What If. I feel like it's the most unique What If I've ever made on my channel. So it was really actually fun to make. So just show me some love in the comments. Like up the video, sub. And before we leave, leave your comments down below. Like who you think was with Mirio. I mean, like most creative comment. Like I'm gonna give you a little. I'll give you a shout out. I'll give you something. I want to hear something creative. I did have a person in mind when doing that person, but if you come with a very creative comment of who that female hero in training is, outside of anything, she's actually not part of the My Hero Academia universe. If you come in with something fire, I'd love to see it, and maybe I can get you a shout out, or we'll figure something out. I feel like it'll be a fun little Easter egg type of thing, if you know what I mean. But yeah, at the end of the day, I hope you all enjoyed this What If. I loved making it. It was super fun. And yeah, have an amazing day, everyone. Night, morning, whatever. Just have an overall blessed week. And yeah, have a nice day. Later.
I don't wanna waste what's left.